Do the honours first, mate.
Yeah, sure thing.
You all right, Trev? Want a game or something? Fancy a chat? Come on, mate, what's up?
It's my friend. You remember the one at the squat? He's going to get me off the hook. New evidence, prove I'm innocent. It's all a load of rubbish. You can't tell him anything. I got all hopeful. Could see a light at the end of the tunnel. Now I'm right back where I started.
I think you're losing your memory, mate. You've told me all this before. Anyway, I thought you were seeing the welfare.
Well, I am this morning. I'll tell him. My solicitor's useless. He's rubbish. I'll tell him. Welfare's sorted. I didn't know what to do.
Well, there you are, then.
He will know, won't he, Danny?
Look, calm down, mate. It's no good worrying about things in advance. It might never happen.
How is it you can survive in this place and I can't? I don't even know what you're in for.
I'm not about to tell you, mate.
I used to be stronger, more assertive. Well, not much, but a bit. I've changed in here. Why haven't you?
Calm down, eh?
Here, Sharon. I'm going up to see my Nick today. You know that place. You got any messages you want passing on to your dad? I could easily do it.
Dot, I'm sick to death of the whole business with me dad. I don't want to think about it.
Oh, Sharon.
I just want out, right? Nothing more to do with any of it. Nothing more to do with my dad or the prison or the wine bar or anything. I'm out of my depth, Dot. I can't handle it. So no thanks, but no messages.
Everything all right, sweetheart?
Presume I've been let off the hook? What makes you say that? Nothing's happened. No, you're still on ice, mate, being the little grass that you are. I bear grudges. I don't forgive easy.
Well, I'm not even seeing the police, never mind talking to them.
Once a mole, always a mole.
You ever heard of people changing?
Not your sort.
I told you about the Vinicum lot, how they're paying off their debts, didn't I? Probably get all your due, if you keep your nose clean.
Who said I was due anything?
Johnny Harris mentioned the odd thing or two, like how you're doing them a favour. Yeah, now they're settling their debts, you could be quits in.
Don't worry about me, Queenie. I've got plenty of insurance stashed.
What does that mean?
That means this conversation is terminated as of now. Now, why don't you show what a big-hearted lass you are and go and make Trevor a very nice cup of tea.
I'm fussy about the company I keep.
Remember when I first found out he was in here? Got all cocky, didn't I?
So what's new?
Well, I thought to myself, hello, he's a friendly face, a mate.
Oh, are you hallucinating or what?
I thought I'd had it made. Piece of cake, fall on my feet. You soon pulled a Carla from under me, didn't you? Naff off with your actual words. Well, you're mellowed in your old age. Pillar of society. Just like my old ma back in Wilford. Funny being in here, isn't it?
Yeah, I have trouble containing my laughter at the best of times.
All I mean is it's a bit like outside, only smaller.
You want something?
But you know what I mean. Big fish, little fish, soon work out the pecking order. Who's boss, who's under the thumb. People making friendships, relationships.
Your mind's blown, mate. You're going to act like Trevor if you don't watch it.
No. I mean, look at your old mate Barnsley, who's over there. He was just like Pete Bill back in Albert Square, wasn't he?
And how are you putting up with Queenie?
Well, it's not a million miles off the old average marriage, I suppose. Still gives me a bit of experience, you know, getting on with people.
Not exactly your strong point when you were on the out.
Well, agreed then, but I could say the same thing about you. When was the last time you gave me 2 minutes of your time for a bit of a chinwag, eh?
No, Pete?
Yeah, you seen Kathy?
No.
You heard from her?
No.
Well, someone better tell me where she is soon, or they'll start waving men. Get me a double vodka.
For God's sake, Pete, don't start or you'll end up in the same state she was yesterday.
I said a double vodka.
Look, why don't you have something to eat first? If you're going to drink, you need something to eat.
Double vodka.
Okay. Won't be a minute. I'm just going to take these through. I'll be with you in a minute, love.
Sure, Mr. O'Connor, yeah. As soon as I know what they were interviewing, I'll be in touch. Thanks very much indeed. Thanks for the call. Cheers.
Frank, Pete's back in again. You're supposed to be the man round here. Do something.
All right. Pete, my old son, I thought I told you this morning you wasn't to come in here till you get yourself cleaned up a bit. All right, one drink. Just one, Pete. And Pete, no trouble.
Today, this afternoon. Flight's at 6. Oh, I can't believe it, so I'll be seeing Mum this evening. I haven't even had time to phone her yet. Well, I did try, but she wasn't in, so I'm just going to have to turn up.
Oh, she'll get a shock.
Well, I decided last night that I wanted to go as soon as possible. And then when I went to work this morning, I asked, and I had this ticket going for today. Oh, it'd be great to see her again. I can hardly wait.
So how long are you going for?
2 weeks.
I'll miss you.
And you, my little Beckle, you be a good boy while I'm away, won't you? Anyway, I must go. I've got to break the news to Michelle. Hope she don't mind too much.
Did they get anything?
Hold your horses, Den.
Did they get anything?
All right, play it the hard way. Yes, they got the lot.
So my insurance has gone up the spout, has it?
Being inside's really changed you, Den. Used to be all laid back, now you're as twitchy as hell. Do you think your solicitor is as gormless as Lofty? Don't you think he'd have had the nous to have a backup copy?
And did he?
Yeah. Safety deposit box, so your secret's safe with him. The firm have lost their day of rest and spent a lot of money for nothing. So just calm down, Den.
I'm seeing Den in here. I hope you don't associate with riff-raff like that.
Here, do you bring me some fags?
Oh, you're old self, you are. When have I ever let you down? You're costing me a fortune, you know that, don't you? And you ain't even asked me how I am.
Well, same as usual.
Oh, it's been a terrible cross to bear. I mean, there's Charlie up there with that woman.
Oh, I heard from me auntie, have you?
And there's you in here. Sometimes I can't look people straight in the eye. I was having a long talk to Duncan after Evensong last Sunday. You wouldn't like him to come and visit you, would you? Because he offered.
Well, I could spare him the old 5 minutes, as long as he brings a good supply of fags.
He's a lovely man. Used to be ever so close to Sharon. Wonder if Pat's telling him about her.
Why, what's she done?
She's being harassed. You men in here, you think you're the only ones what's serving a sentence, but it spills out over onto us outside. We're doing bird, same as you are.
Here, listen, I've got my trial date, by the way, 8th of June.
June?
Yeah, you coming to it?
As long as that?
Yeah, as long as that. Give you a few months to choose your outfit.
Did they threaten her?
Not in so many words.
Well, what words?
They just made it known to her that she was to be kept an eye on. They wouldn't know if she'd seen you, if you're being a good boy.
They've laid one finger on her.
They didn't. She can look after herself, Den. Believe me.
She asked for any more cash.
No.
Why don't you suggest she goes away, abroad or something, till the dust settles?
She's all right.
Suggest it. Give her some money to cover the costs. Slip her $1,000 or something.
For? Well, it's Mother's idea. She's very religious. Here, Den had a visitor and all, packed from his old boozer. Ma reckons someone's having a go at his daughter, threatening her. So Dan will behave himself.
All done with fear, innit? He'll behave himself. Too much to lose.
But he would have been such a good boy in the old days. Bit impulsive, bit reckless, that Den, know what I mean?
Well, perhaps he's turned over a new leaf. Maybe he should see the vicar. Yeah, he's not one of those spanking vicars, is he?
What, Duncan?
Duncan? Oh, that's a bit dodgy. Now, you've got to watch out for these do-gooding visitors. They promise you all sorts of things. How they're going to help you when you get out. You know what they're usually after.
Yeah, I got one of those last time I was on remand. Nicked his wallet, didn't I?
Calm down when everything's conspiring against me.
Paranoid.
I thought welfare would sort it out. I built all my hopes on
You
it.
build your hopes too high.
I told him my solicitor was useless, and what did he say? Well, he's probably better than me. I mean, what kind of advice is that? Oh.
Trey! You must be really missing your mate Barnsey if you're prepared to cultivate a little creep like that. I'm really shocked, Watts, at the way you've gone soft.
I haven't changed.
Oh, soft all along, is that it? No, I find that hard to believe. Bearing in mind the bravado we had from you 5 months ago, it's just that you're a good advocate for the prison system. Your change of attitude proves that it works. Proves that it can knock the stuffing out of would-be Jack the lads, eh?
Come on, what's the matter with you? Oh, something go right for me just once in my life.
Here, Den. Ma said something about Sharon. She okay?
Yeah. Just on her frets, that's all. She can cope.
Well, you must be worried about it. I mean, suppose they never go at her.
Well, they wouldn't do that, would they? And it wouldn't be frets anymore, would it?
No, just a little reminder, was it? Make sure you keep your nose clean.
Oh, I'm doing that, all right. Anyway, what am I doing talking to you? I never talk to scumbags. Go and annoy someone else.
Big Daddy's here.
Can you get me 2 rolls and a choc bar, please, Ian? I've got to pick up at Gatwick at 8.
Yeah, OK, mate.
Everything all right?
Yeah, apart from the occasional flood here and there, the odd fire, just a normal day at Cafe Osmond.
What the hell is that?
You're going to miss this, aren't you, Mr. Stone? I bet you'll be banging your wife up with her rice Christmas for the first few months.
You missed your breakfast, Carol. Not hungry?
Into all this classical rubbish, are you? Can't stand it myself. Oh, Pink Floyd. That's a bit more like it. Might even begin to believe you got a bit of taste. Bored of the ones I got.
What are you doing here?
Oh, it speaks.
That's my tape.
Yeah, I'm borrowing it.
You put that back.
Too bad, pal. Your machine's up the spout. It's no use to you anyway.
I told you to put that back.
Careful, Trevor, or I might just get a little bit cross. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oi, pack it in, and you... You all right? Takes me back, that does. I used to throw that little toe rag out of my pub just like that. Sure you're all right? I can get you taken around the hospital wing if you like. So what was it all about? Who cares, eh? Don't worry. He won't bother you anymore. About that solicitor? Oh, I know, silly question. Listen, there's no point losing sleep over it, mate. There's nothing you can do about it.
I'm pleading guilty.
So you say.
I ain't guilty, but I'm pleading guilty.
Yeah.
Shorter sentence. I'll still get banged up, though.
Who knows? It's the luck of the draw, isn't it?
I'll get banged up. I thought it was supposed to be easier on remand.
So they say.
Well, I couldn't take it in here. How am I going to cope when I'm convicted?
You'll do it, mate. We all do.
Do we?
Look, make it easy on yourself. Get sectioned. It's better than getting duffed up every day.
Is it? Not the way I see it, it ain't.
Oh, come on, Trevor. Calm down. You're letting it get on top of you. All right. So we all do it. But don't let this lot in here see it, because I think you're going soft. You've got to do this the best way you can. That's what I'm doing. Make it easy on yourself. Be hard when you've got to be hard, and walk away when you have to.
Yeah, it's easy for you.
Oh, you reckon? I'm trying to write a letter to my daughter, Cheryl. And that ain't easy, I can tell you. I never wanted her to see me in this place in the first place. And that upset her. But she never realised I was doing it as much for her as I was for me. Now I'm going to see her. Because I don't know where these people are going to send me. Could be miles away. So I owe her that much. Come on, Stone, I'm famished! Oh,
Leave me. He's right, you know.
Who is?
Den. It's a bit early in the morning for Madame Butterfly, innit? You're catching on fast. What do you mean?
With the chat. We'll have you speaking the Polari soon. Vada the Bona Omni. Up yours, #1! My voice was classically trained!
You're pushing too far. I thought you still had a score to settle with you.
Nicholas, he's about to go to trial. No way is he going to rock the boat and land himself in more aggro.
I still can't understand him being sympathetic to that Trev. Yeah. I told the lads back in Wolford about that, they bust a gut.
Well, I hope that wet week's in a better mood today. Old Misery Guts brings me out in a rash. Trevor!
Hello. I don't know about you, but I'm dying for a slash.
Your watch must be slow, Gov.
Why am I waiting for that scouse git? Oh, hello, Mr. Stone. How many days left now to strike off the calendar?
Too many.
Look at him. Carrying on as if nothing has happened.
Nah. Wasn't a lot of love lost between them, was there?
Well, he wasn't exactly flavour of the month in my book either. There is such a thing as respect for the dead, another human being.
Yeah. You reckon it proves he was guilty?
It could prove the opposite, of course.
You know, Queenie, full of bravado. I reckon he's real choked.
An unfortunate choice of words, Nick. I reckon someone's going round out to see Callow's family to give him the news.
Did he have any?
I don't know.
Me neither.
really well. Did you have a good time? How's Angie?
You know, Mum, sure.
Oh, do you want a cup of coffee? Or what about tea? I bet you haven't had a decent cup
Look,
of tea.
Michelle, hang on a minute.
You glad to be back?
Angie wasn't there.
What?
Mum wasn't there. She'd done a runner with some Spanish bloke. Sonny hadn't seen her for weeks.
Where's she gone?
She didn't leave her forwarding address. Typical. I wanted to turn around and come back home straight away. I changed my mind, decided to stick it out. I got to know Sonny quite well. Ended up quite liking him. Even worked behind the bar a couple of nights. Had a laugh, there was nothing better to do. And I certainly learnt a few things about our Ange. Sonny talked about her a lot and all. Especially when he'd had one too many, which was like every hour. Did you know Mama took an overdose on him?
You're joking.
She got legless one night and told him.
Well, I mean, that's probably just the booze talking.
No. He said she was telling the truth. I believed him. She hardly ever told lies when she was drunk. Pills and a bottle of booze.
Did your dad know?
He found them. Poor dear. Poor both of them. Yes, Shell, I had a great time. I'm sorry I didn't send you a postcard, but I wasn't really in the mood.
You've got some post, a couple of Valentine's cards, I think, and a letter from Den.
Come on, cheer up, Dennis. It's not the end of the world.
This is for clever Trevor.
Let's not get morbid.
You're not really made of stone, are you, Queenie? You don't fool anyone.
No. I'm made of solid muscle.
I knew someone tried to commit suicide once. It must have been in a pretty desperate state to get to that.
Nah. They call in for attention. Usually plan it so they get found just in time.
Not this one.
Which one are you talking about?
I was showing a stomach pumped. It's the worst experience of my life.
Why do they do it?
Because they're being screwed up.
See? Much better to be made of stone. Trevor shouldn't let it get to him. Being banged up in here that did it. Drove him nuts.
Yeah, but we're all in prison, really, aren't we?
You talking about that other person again, are you?
Maybe. You learn an awful lot about yourself when you're inside.
And what have you learned, Dennis? Or is that classified information?
No, I've learned two things, Queenie. I screw people up. I'm not made of stone.
Still think the prison system works, Gov?
Can't complain. A few slip through. Thought you might like to know something I picked up on the grapevine. Trevor's brief came in today. You know that mate who was always on about, the one in the squat? Well, they found him. And he wasn't talking loud on top of his after him. They found some new evidence. So it looks like our Trevor was innocent all the time. So he did it all for nothing. Bloody waste, eh?
Nothing better to do, Watts. Still number one till tomorrow. Can't disappoint the customers. All right, well, let's not get too maudlin. Another prisoner in there tonight? The psychiatrist should have spotted it earlier on, like.
Oh, I see. It's got nothing to do with what went on here, then, eh? He was the suicide type.
Aye, well, you're not saying he was a normal type, were you? I mean, he was a moody little sod, couldn't get on with anybody.
The man was innocent.
Aye, but we'll never know that because it'll never get to court, will it?
Rain told me that.
He's done it before, haven't he? Let's not pretend he was pure as driven snow.
You looking good?
Am I?
Yeah, I'm pleased to see it. I haven't heard from you for a while. There's been no letters, nothing. Just beginning to worry about you.
I've been away.
Yeah, good idea. I told Pat that when you had the brush with the firm.
Yeah, well, it didn't worry me too much. I've got used to having to deal with your dirty washing over the years.
Did you have a nice time, wherever you went?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
We'll take some more money out. Go somewhere else. It's all there for you.
I won't be drawing any more money out.
Well, maybe that's a good idea. Let it gather interest for a rainy day.
That's what you want?
That's what you want, darling. I just want to make sure that you're all right, you're looked after.
I'm all right. I needed the money to go and see Angie.
Oh, how is your mum?
She's not my mum any more than you're my dad. I'm adopted.
We're still your parents, darling, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, well, I don't much. But I'm not going to do a Don and go searching for my real family. Because I'm quite content to know that they could be any two people out of 60 million who ain't from Ange.
Oh. It's really giving it me straight, isn't it?
And in answer to your question, I don't know how she is because she wasn't there, which is pretty typical, really, isn't it? Neither of you have ever been around when I really needed you. So I'm washing my hands of the pair of you. I'm on my own now, and I'm going to make my own way in life. Oh, I'll have problems, no doubt, but I don't think I could do any worse than you two now, could I?
Well, maybe you should give it a bit of time before you come to that decision, eh?
I've had my whole life, Den. How much longer do I need? Look, your money will be there when you get out, including interest. That is, unless Pat and Frank take to dipping into it. I won't touch another penny. Me and Michelle will find out another way of paying off the mortgage, and we'll even try and pay off the deposit, but that might take a while.
Don't have to do any of this, you know that.
It's what I want. Look, I don't hate you, Dan. Sometimes I even feel sorry for you. But I've got to let myself grow up, even if you're never going to.
One of my lot. I'll go. Matter with you, what?
I didn't want you to be lonely on your last night. Thought you might like to tuck me in.
Funny, man. Something on your mind?
Nah, of course not. You know me, I'm a model prisoner. Model prisoners always keep their minds blank.
Now, I've been counting the days.
Oh, haven't we noticed?
Yeah, making all my plans, month by month. And now that it's here, don't know what the hell I'm going to do with myself.
Well, there's always your garden.
Oh, postage stamp. Well, it's not much bigger than a winter box, really. Always managed to fit it in between the shifts, so don't see it's going to take much longer than that now.
How about taking your wife away for a few day trips?
Ah, if she can fit it in. Oh, she's got her life sorted, you see. Yeah. WI, local history society. She's always doing things on the go, you know. Oh, I reckon I'll just get under her feet. What's your name?
Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten about me already.
No, no. I meant your first name.
Den.
Steve. Fag?
No, thanks, I don't.
Well, you don't mind if I...
Oh, no, go on, feel free.
You know what I'll miss about this place?
Surprise me.
It's ordered. I always know where I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to do.
And you don't have to think.
Oh, maybe.
It's dangerous, that, you know, thinking. They're thinking of slapping the government health warning on it.
What about you?
I told you, I've given up thinking.
No, I mean, what next? What are your chances at the trial? Ah, well, you've done 6 months on remand. So, if the worst comes to the worst, they'll knock that off. Keep your nose clean, full remission. Before you know where you are, you'll be out and getting back into the swing of things.
Oh, yeah, and what's 2 years out of your life when you're having fun?
Yeah, well, better be getting back on duty, I suppose.
Yeah.
Don't reckon I'll see you again, son. This being my last tour of duty now. So that one.
You're lucky.
Yeah. And you what?
Clara's in the bath. What was a bedtime drink? Do you want one?
No, thanks.
Suit yourself.
Michelle, I don't want you to go tomorrow.
I can't say that comes as much of a surprise, Mum.
Are you still going?
Yep.
He's no good, you know.
So you've always told me.
You're still in love with him. I've warned him what I'll do if he keeps interfering in your life.
Yep, I know.
It's not an idle threat, you know. Once the word's out that he's Vicky's dad, he'll never be able to set foot back in the square again.
I mean, he's not going to come back anyway. I mean, if he's found guilty, they'll send him away for a long time, and if he's let off, he'll probably go even further. And not just because of you.
Well, there you are, then. It's over. There's no point in tearing yourself apart over it.
Mum, I'm still going to the court.
Well, I don't understand why.
I don't know if I love him, Mum. I haven't seen him for 6 months. But I do know that he's the only man I've ever cared about. And he is Vicky's father, and nothing can change that. I've got to know what's going to happen to him. I've got to see him one last time. Can't you understand that? Well, carry out your threat then. Can't touch Den anymore, can it? The only people it could possibly hurt are me and Vicky. Either way, it's not going to change my mind. I'm still going to the court. So, bring it all out into the open. Tell who you like, when you like. I just don't care anymore, Mum. The one thing you've got to decide is whether you love us more than you hate Dennis Watts.
Right. You all know why you're here, and you should know what you have to do. Let me stress that there can be no margin for error. People have been getting very careless lately. That carelessness has cost this organization a lot of money and a lot of trouble. It can also lead to our clients questioning our reliability, which in this case could have had very serious consequences. Those of you who have any knowledge of the Morocco deal would be wise to erase it from your minds permanently. Our clients are not the kind of people who accept failure. That's why this operation has to be a success. The police have been getting a bit cocky lately, and it will be true to say that they have caused us a few minor discomforts, mainly due to the carelessness I mentioned earlier. But I'm glad to be able to say that all is now in hand in that department. We may have to wind down activities in certain areas, but it's only a temporary measure. Prudence. Dealing with the police is one thing. However, our clients are a much tougher proposition. Mistakes can be fatal. I'm not interested in any excuses. Just get the job done and get it done right. Okay? Right, you can go now.
Should have let me go along, Mr. Mansell.
You must be joking. This operation requires speed and precision, two areas in which you are singularly lacking.
But I know him. He trusts me.
More fool him. Look, Brad, he's up the creek without a paddle. We've done a deal with his solicitor. His insurance is blown.
Poor old Dan.
Don't waste your sympathy. He won't even have time to know what day of the week it is. As far as he knows, he's been sprung. As far as the police and the public are concerned, he's on the run again. You can forget Mr. Watts. He's a dead man.
Come on, Watts, we ain't got all day.
Oh, what's the matter? Can't you wait to get rid of me?
We've been trying to check your belongings, haven't we? Wouldn't want you to think we're tampering with your precious knickknacks. And I best look after you, don't we? Be like a second family to you. I hope you appreciate that. Goodbye, Watts.
Got you a taxi, Watts? Like that, won't you? Eh? Star treatment. Only prisoner going out today. You're going to be handcuffed between me and Mr. Morris all the way. Very cosy. I feel my job's been made worthwhile. All those hours I've spent trying to show you the error of your ways. Been like a mother to you, haven't I? Smack your bum when you step out of line. Wipe your nose, dry your tears.
You'd really love me to give you a smack in the mouth, wouldn't you?
Go on, make me day.
I wouldn't give you the satisfaction, but I'm going to get you one day where it hurts.
Talk's cheap, Watts.
You're the Jack the Lad, king of the dung heap, not me. You can't see yourself for what you are, can you? Because without this place behind you, you're nothing. And the mugs in here know if they touch you, you'll paste them round the walls just so you can walk tall.
Tell us something I don't know.
In 20 years' time, you're just going to be like stone. Too scared to go outside in the real world. You wouldn't last 2 minutes.
Aye, where are you going to be? Banged up in some nick, I suppose.
Don't count on it.
No, you're going to hit the big time, aren't you? Come back in a roller and rub me nose in it. Well, I've heard it all before, Watts.
Yeah, wherever I'll be. I won't be living life second-hand. I won't need to impress a bunch of sex-starved mugs with imaginary tales about imaginary birds in imaginary hotel rooms. Because that's the difference between me and you, Mr. McLeish. I'm not frightened of life. I just go for it and I live it.
Get through that door, Watts.
Next on Drama, we're back in Albert Square with more classic EastEnders.